Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a first impression makeup tutorial using the white chocolate chip palette from Too Faced. So this is a new release from Too Faced. I just picked it up on Cyber Monday. I have done a first impression slash swatch video on this palette that should already be running. I will leave that link down below. So to be honest, you can probably tell in the swatch video that I was pretty underwhelmed by what was happening with the swatches, and it made me pretty nervous because I was very excited for this palette, but unfortunately when I was going through and doing the swatches, it just wasn't impressing me too much. The shimmers were okay, but the mattes were very underwhelming to me. There was a handful of chalky and patchy shades, so I was a little bit worried. So I figured, why don't we go ahead and do a tutorial right away so I can actually try to put these on my eyes and see what they look like, because I don't think it's fair to do a video and just do swatches and say yes, I think you should get it, or no, I don't think you should get it. We have to actually do a tutorial and put them to the test. So that is what we are going to do today. So I'm just going to do a quick eye makeup look with this, test out as many of the shades that I can on my eyes and see what we think of it. But I have my fingers crossed. I hope this goes better than the swatch video did, because yeah, I was a little bit underwhelmed by it, but we're gonna do a first impression eye makeup tutorial using the new Too Faced white chocolate chip palette. This is a $26 palette and it has 11 different shades inside. This one is exclusive to the Sephora website. It is not available right now. It will be coming back, I believe, after the holidays. Hopefully by that time, I'll have given you enough of videos and swatches and tutorials and demos that you'll be able to decide if this is one that you want for yourself or not. So why don't we go ahead and hop into the tutorial. Okay, so we're nice and zoomed in here. I have no other makeup on my face and I just woke up, so good morning. So I did just put some concealer on my eyes to act as a primer. So I'm first gonna take this white shade right here, which is in Glaze, and I'm just taking a flat brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna use that to set the concealer, get my eyes ready to go. So this shade, when I swatched it, was just very chalky and hardly showed up. And again, I mean, this is a step that I do in most of my makeup looks, and usually you can tell, even if you're using a white shade, you can tell a little bit more than this that you're putting a shadow on. So yeah, that one, just when I swatched it, was just so super chalky. So I don't know, man. So a lot of times with my first time using a palette, I go for a pretty simple look, just something that I'm comfortable with, just so I can kind of test it out, something that I'd wear on an everyday type of basis. So I'm gonna grab this shade right here, which is called Ambrosia, and I'm gonna pick up my Morphe M441 brush, just a big fluffy crease brush, and place this into the crease. There is also a lot of fallout with these shadows, so gotta be careful of that. So I just feel, I don't know, I feel like it's just putting a sheen down. I don't know, this is kind of a strange color. I mean, yeah, there's definitely something on my lid, but I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of strange. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. That one's kind of weird. Let's try another one. I'm gonna pick up this kind of cool toned gray shade. I think it is called Guilt Free. And this is my Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm gonna put some of this right into the outer V. And then slowly kind of work it in towards the inner corner of the eye. This one, when I swatched it, I mean, I had to go in several times to try to get any sort of payoff to it, and I think it's going to be the same as when you're putting it on your eyes, because I can see it starting to come up, but I just have to keep dipping back into the palette in order for it to begin to show. I'm afraid for how much you have to go back into the eyeshadows and how teeny tiny these pans are. That I feel like I'm just gonna like hit pan at any moment. I think that's all I'm gonna do for that one for now. Let's try a shimmer shade, because like I said, the shimmer swatched much better than the mattes did, so let's try that. So I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. I think this one is Indulge, and my Sigma E54 brush, and apply this to like the inner part of my eyes. Oh my, can you guys see all that fallout? I knew that I didn't want to do my face makeup first because of when I swatched. I knew that there was a lot of fallout. But man, I'm glad that I did that, because especially when you have like a glittery, shimmery shadow and then you have a ton of fallout like around your eyes, can just look crazy. Sorry, you're like all up in me right now, but do you see all this glitter? All this fallout? No. It is pretty. It doesn't have quite the amount of oomph I was hoping for. It's kind of sheer, and it's mostly like just glittery. And then the fallout is just really, really quite intense. I'm gonna grab my E25 again with no extra product and just kind of do a quick blend of these two. Okay, so I'm gonna finish do my face before I do finish off the rest of my eyes and that sort of thing. I don't know, you guys. Shoot. I'm gonna finish off my face. We'll come back, we'll finish off the eyes, we'll do some, maybe I'll do some more shadows and do some shadows on like my lower lash line and stuff, but these videos are not going the way that I was hoping that they would go. Let me finish my face and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just threw some like foundation, concealer, bronzer, and blush on, and now I'm going to finish off the eyes. I've been like staring at this eye look in the mirror, and I'm just not very happy right now, and just the amount of glitter around my eyes. I took a makeup wipe and was trying to wipe it off, and then I put my concealer on, but I still feel like there's a lot of glitter around my eyes. So let's keep trying. So real quick, I'm just going to put some of this Rimmel In the Nude liner on my waterline to kind of help brighten up my eyes, because like I said, I just woke up and I'm sure I look very tired. I want to grab this shade right here, which I think is, what is this, Cake Batter, and my Morphe E36 brush. So I'm gonna put this one on the lower lash line. So again, if you just go in like 4 or 5 times, you'll start to get the color. But man, you really have to work with these. And then I'm gonna pick up the shade right next to it, which is called Cookie Dough. This one has some sheen to it, but I'm gonna place that on the lower lash line as well, mostly just to see what it looks like. I feel like I have enough glitter around my eyes as it is, but just kind of want to see what this one looks like. This one has a lot of like, I don't even know what to say. Like, even though I'm tapping it off, like once I start to run it around my eyes, it's like shooting up into my eyes. A lot of these shades have serious fallout, so that's a little disappointing. I thought about doing like some sort of inner corner highlight, but honestly I have so much glitter around my eyes that like I don't really want to do that, because I feel like I'm kind of looking crazy. So let me put some mascara on and try to tie everything together. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my upper and lower lashes. I'm not gonna do a lot with liner, because when I'm testing out eyeshadow palettes, I kind of want to see all the shadows. Sometimes you can use liner to like cover things up, you know? Alright you guys, this is the finished eye look. So the shades that I used, the first shade I went in with, which was Glaze, the white shade, it really didn't show up. Same with when I swatched it. And then I went in with Ambrosia as a crease color. Again, it really didn't show up. And then I went in with Guilt Free. That one, it was a pretty shade, but you really had to go in multiple times in order to get any sort of the color payoff. And then the shimmer shade that I went in with, Indulge, it is pretty. I mean, it's a pretty shade, but the amount of fallout and glitter in it makes it really hard to work with and makes me pretty hesitant to use it again, just because now I have to go out in public with glitter all around my eyes. Like, just the amount of fallout was so crazy. I mean, it's a pretty color and I like it combined with the Guilt Free. I like those two shades together. I think they look pretty on the eyes once you can get them there, but it just takes a while. And sorry, I don't have my brows done or a lippy on, but we're trying to focus this on just the eyes, so please just be focusing on my eyes right now. And then the two lower lash line shades that I used, Cake Batter and Cookie Dough. I mean, again, you can get it there, you can get the shades there, but you really have to take your time and build the shades up. Cookie Dough has like the sheen to it, has some shimmer to it, and honestly, it's pretty hard to see. Like, even when I swatched it, I really didn't get much of like the shimmer effect to it. And then on my eyes, I honestly think it's more Indulge and the glitter around my eyes that I'm seeing than what I'm seeing from Cookie Dough. So overall, this first impression makeup tutorial I don't think was great. Definitely frustrating because when I did the swatches, I mean, you can probably tell in the video that I was getting pretty frustrated with how they were swatching and just how it was coming out. And I was like, you know what, I just need to do the tutorial. I need to see what it's like on my eyes. It could be completely different. Like, don't just base your opinion on just simply swatching a palette. You know, you have to put it to the test. But unfortunately, this eye makeup look, I'm not very happy with. I'm not happy about the fallout. I'm not happy about just how sheer the shades are, and I'm not happy about how many times you have to go in and build up colors. You know, the last first impression makeup tutorial I did was on the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, and you see me lightly dipping my brush into a shade and starting to apply it and being like, whoa, that's so pigmented. Like, whoa, I might even put too much on, and I just, you know, casually dipped my brush in it. Whereas with this one, I'm putting my brush in a shade 5 to 6 times just to get some sort of color payoff. So unfortunately, right now, I can't say that it's looking great. For the white chocolate chip palette from Too Faced, I still will do one more eye makeup look. I'll do it for Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, on March Beauty Word, I will post another mini tutorial over there. I will try to use the black shade in the tutorial. I can tell you guys it doesn't swatch well at all. It swatches very like chalky and dry and really not a lot of shimmer to it. So I do have somewhere to be right after this, so I really didn't want to go in with that black knowing that I probably wasn't gonna like it. So I can incorporate that black in my Instagram tutorial when I know that I can just wipe my makeup off and go along with my day. So yeah, follow me over on Instagram because I'll do one more tutorial over there, and then I can do probably like a snatch it or scratch it on the palette. But I want to try to do a fair chance and give all the shades a try and see what kind of feedback I can get, because maybe you want this palette for, you know, just a few certain shades or whatever it is it may be, so I can try to test out more shades. But right now, unfortunately, it's just really not looking good for the Too Faced white chocolate chip palette, which makes me really, really sad. I don't have any of the chocolate bar palettes from Too Faced, and I know that they're really loved, so I thought this would be a fun way to kind of get in on that craze, get a smaller palette. You know, I mean, it's teeny tiny, but good for travel. It still has a mirror in it. I thought the shades were really pretty in pictures, and, you know, even saving a little bit of money going with the smaller palette, but right now it's not looking like it's gonna be worth my money, which is disappointing. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Your guys' feedback down below. Have you guys gotten the white chocolate chip palette? What do you think of it? Did you get the chocolate chip palette, the all matte palette? What do you think of that one? I'm just really curious to get your feedback, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. But now, yes, I do need to go finish off even more of my makeup and get ready to head out. But I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing that little mini eye tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this this video. I hope you will give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Make sure you are subscribed before you go, and I'll catch you real soon in my next one. Bye.